Well, hello everyone. It is just a little windy and a little cool here in northwest Arkansas. Winter is trying to move in, and you guys know from experience, from watching my videos for a while now, I tend to get a little sluggish in winter. So this might be the last rabbit update for a little while. We will see. I always try and always promise to do better, and I never do. I just have a hard time getting outside in the winter. So I'm going to do a quick update and tell you a little bit about the last show results. These two girls are, it's a broken black and a black doe. I actually traded these two and their brother for one of my brood does and one of my red does. I haven't named them yet. I don't even know for sure what I'm doing with them. All I know is I'm limited on blacks and broken blacks. And these three is a trio that is unrelated to the blacks that I have. So I'm going to let them grow out and see what they turn into. Right now, I think they're pretty promising. This is those two girls, their brother. We'll see how he grows out, but I'm going to watch him for a little while. And if I don't need him, I have somebody else that does want him. We have this little guy. He is a broken red. He's a Charlie. I traded him for a different broken red buck that I had. His name's Charleston, and we call him Charlie. He's a real young guy. I've only had him a few days, and he does not seem to be transitioning here. I'm going to go through very quickly. One of them is out of Bazooka Joe and number 9. And the other two is out of Bazooka Joe and Paprika. Paprika passed away, so she's no longer with us. But these are just young grow outs. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with either of them. This is the doe. This one's a buck. And this is... okay, here we are in the brood barn. I'm going to go through these very quickly. And then we'll go to the show team. These two girls are out of Bloomer and St. Charles. They will probably be joining the show team pretty soon. Or at least one of them. I'm going to let them have another week or two. And then I'll access them again. And then we'll make a decision on whether they join the show team or not. And then here is Mountaintop. She's kind of grumbling that it's a little chilly today. She's getting ready to be bred here in the next week or two. It's going to be a busy couple of weeks, so I'm going to try to get to it the next couple of weeks. And then here we have, gotta think, Evening Shade. She too, these three here will soon be bred because it's their time. And then here we have She Devil. And all of these, no, Mountaintop has had a litter before, but Evening Shade and this girl here, She Devil, they will be first time moms. Here we have number 9, and number 9 really surprised me. She has always had really big litters, and this time she only had 2 kits, and she has raised them both. They are, well, they were born on the 18th of October, so they're roughly 5 weeks old. And then here we have Cherry Valley. And Cherry Valley has 4 kits. And I called her wrong on the last video. This is actually Morning Star. And she had 7. 4 are heavy brokens, and she still has 7. And you'll see, this is what I mean by heavy broken. It's mostly red, but they do have white markings on them. She has 4 like that, and then she has 3 that are red, and they are all sired by Bazooka Joe. Here we have J6. And J6 started out with 8 kits. And she has 6. And if you remember, I am so surprised she has raised this litter. When she kindled these guys, she looked like a rhinoceros. She had gotten bee stung or spider bit something. Her nose was swollen so bad, it just looked horrible. I couldn't imagine kindling a litter of 8. She's a first-time mom, and she has done wonderful. All right, let's move along. Next to her, we had Helena. And Helena was bred to Ace, and she was due November 13th, my birthday. And she ended up with 1 kit that she had on the wire, so it died. And so she will be rebred, hopefully in the next week or 2. Here we have Bloomer, and she was bred to Ink again. Her last litter, or the litter 2 times ago, was such nice babies. I went ahead and bred her back to Ink again. And she had 4 kits. 1 was DOA, so then she had 3 left. And 1 of them died. So now she only has 2. She has these 2 beautifully marked kits. But as you'll notice, this one's real big and healthy. This one's healthy and fat, but it's half the size. It's a little guy, so I don't know. These guys are a week old today. Alright, so that's it for the brood barn. Let's go to the show barn. Alright, here we are in the show barn, and I'm going to go through this very quickly because I just recently showed you all these guys. Here are the 2 blue does. They're in the show barn, but they're not part of the show team. Actually, they will be moved to the brood barn because they're going to be bred really soon. And then we have Biggers. I'm going to come back to Biggers. And then we have Noble. I'm going to come back to Noble. And then we have Dora, who is going to be... I'm probably going to move her into brood. She did okay at the show. I just don't think she's going to do as well as I would like. And she's certainly not doing as well as my Broken Blacks. So I'm probably going to move her into the brood. Here is Wild Thing and Mustang Sally. These 2 have retired from the show, and they will be moving to brood soon. Over here we got some mix-ups going on. We have Osceola here. Then we have Sagai. Then we have Rosie. And we have Bazooka Joe. I've been trying to get these 2 white girls bred for a while, and they don't want to breed, so I stuck them out here in the buck area, hoping that they will decide to accept a breeding, but so far they still haven't. So I'm not sure what to do with these 2 girls at this point. Here we have Bigelow. I'm going to come back to him. And then we have Ink. Here's my new guy. His name is Jax. He's out of Bloomer in St. Charles. And then you guys all have met Ace. So let me go back to the 3 rabbits I said I was going to come back to. I was going to tell you the last show results. We had a phenomenal weekend. It was my birthday weekend. We went to Canton, Texas, November 13th and 14th. And this guy, Bigelow, there was 3 shows. Friday night on the first show, he took Best Opposite Sex Breed. Best Opposite Sex Breed. On show 2, he took Best Opposite Sex Variety. And then show 3, he took Best Opposite Sex Breed. So he got all 3 of his legs, because he was shown as an intermediate. And he's going to be registered hopefully this weekend. I'm going to take him and register him, because he's right at like 10 pounds 2 ounces, and he's 7 months old. So I'm going to get him registered, And then when his legs come in, we will mail those off and get his grand championship. So he will go to one more show, and then he'll be retired. He'll be turned into a stud. He'll be grand champion, just like Bazooka Joe. Alright, let's go over here to the two broken black girls. Bigelow, or Biggers. Here is Biggers. And this girl did phenomenal. If you remember on the story, Bigelow, Biggers, and their sister, Everlong, they were the three rabbits that we had kept out of Bloomer and Ink. I have Biggers and Bigelow, and my dear, dear friend has Everlong. And when we first started showing these three guys, Biggers earned her first leg, and then in Sedalia. And then when we went to the Tulsa State Fair, Everlong took best of breed twice, getting 2 legs. So this past weekend we went to, oh goodness, where did we go? Oh, Canton, Texas. And Everlong showed in the first show, and she took, I think she took best of breed. Yes, she took best of breed, and Bigelow took best opposite sex breed. So she got her third leg, Everlong. Well, since she got her third leg, then my friend pulled her from the shows. So on the second show, Biggers, who's been taken second to Everlong, she took best of, I know she took best of variety. She might have took best of breed. I don't think so. I think she took best of variety. Anyway, she got her second leg. So on that weekend, we granded Everlong, we granded Bigelow, and then we had one show left and one more leg to grand Biggers. And she came second. She did not get her grand champion leg. She got beat. Believe it or not, it blew my mind. She actually got beat by this little girl here, Noble. Noble is a junior, and she's a lovely, lovely doe, showing lots of promise. I can't wait till she gets bigger. But she is, I finally gave her a name. Her name is Noble, and she is the only surviving doe out of, well, the only surviving rabbit out of Hallie and, who did I breed Hallie to? I can't even remember right now. Oh, St. Charles. She's the only surviving rabbit. She ended up being a doe, thank goodness, and she's doing very well. She just earned her first leg as a junior. So the show went very well. I would have been thrilled to grand champion all three, or get the legs so that we can grand champion all three of those siblings in one weekend, but it didn't work out that way. We need one more leg for our precious little Biggers, and then she'll be retired, and she'll be bred. She is going with Bigelow this weekend to get registered, and I'll go ahead and show her, and hopefully she'll get her last leg. And after she gets her last leg, then we'll start working on Noble and try to finish her out. Anyway, so that is it for the rabbits. I know it's been long and lengthy and windy. It always is. I always try to make it fast, and I just can't do it. Isn't that right, Biggers? I always talk too much. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and until we speak again, God bless. Alright, I've had several people ask me how the baby chicks are doing. She had 15, if you remember, when they were a week old. They are, you know, I don't even know how old they are. I know they're at least 6 weeks old. They may be pushing 8 weeks now. But we still have 15 of them. They are older, and they kind of spread themselves out here and there. Got a feed bag laying around. But here's some of the babies. They are doing very well. Some people have asked. There you go. There's a few of them. Oh, hey, in case I don't talk to y'all anytime soon, happy Thanksgiving. Give thanks. We have lots to be thankful for.